At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between these road warriors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Fielded at the 7. All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Now.
Working quickly here.
At the 30-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. 60 Eagles.
Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
60 Eagles.
He's got his man. Touchdown. The Wizards take a 6-0 lead right away. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Wizards will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Steelers nothing. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
There's a dive up the middle. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the end route. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. Through the middle. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers finish up their opening drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Steelers start off well to tie things 7-7.
Cam Little to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
On the set.
All set to go now from the 35.
Get it.
In motion, the slot man right.
60, past the 60.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Setting up to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got his target. That's Lane. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Pass play now. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
19-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. Give him 13 on that play. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They give it to him again. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And no 1st down here. He's up to the 42-yard line. Another half yard, and he'd have had it.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That one gains 7. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working now from the gun. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Steelers have a first down. New set of downs for them from the 31. Dive play straight ahead. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's his running back. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
From the red zone on first. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10, and they'll stick to the air. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
First down and goal to go.
We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. They'll try and punch it in, and he gets in, touchdown! The Steelers take a second quarter lead. On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
You can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Come on. Hit. Don't be lying.
Throwing again on second and 10. Completed to his running back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Still sticking with the passing game. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dropping back to throw. Finds a man right side. And they will face a 3rd down here, Brock, but not by much. Good effort to challenge for it. He reaches the 43.
Brings up 3rd.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On 3rd down, here's Johnson. Gets it to the 15. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's good for the Steelers. 1st down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Johnson is across the line for the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip at a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Steady.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. Pass complete to Lane. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
A lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Man in motion, out of the slot. They're going to try and throw it here. Finds his back complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A pickup of 17. And that gives him the 1st.
Okay, running backs might not be the most accomplished route runners, certainly compared to the receivers. But when it comes to body control, strength, making a catch through contact, this guy just showed out.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Throwing it again here. Looking right, and he finds him. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On the set.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Throwing from the gun here. Oh, the football's loose. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You can almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. With the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Blown back, it's the handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Ready.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on third.
Ready. Crack all 80. Dragon 60. Ready.
Third and long for him here. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Steelers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10.
Here we go. Sack.
Setting him on the dime. He rips up 8 yards on the final play before our 2-minute warning. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey.
Another carry for him. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Forced out to his right. He tucks it into, it's on the turf, it falls out, he lost it. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
Looking to throw here. Finds Johnson out of the backfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. Offense up to the line fast. They'll throw it here on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Wizards are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
On first down, they'll run. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 47-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He's back to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. It is caught left side. And he's going to be driven out of bounds to end this second quarter, Brock. Defenders got there, but not before a pretty nice pickup. See if they can build off that in the second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fields this one at the 3. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Trying the right side. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's second and 4.
Here we go.
From the gun, jumps in. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
35-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Here he is on third and short. Dumped off to his running back. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Breaks across midfield. Hits the opposing territory. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
19, Tigers.
Fits it through the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime. On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. Come 19. 65, go.
To the air now on first and 10. Brought in right side. And they're going to bring it down just on the other side of midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that means first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That one hits the ground, incomplete, but a flag also hit the ground. Let's sort this out. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's second and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Headed out right. He just throws this one away.
Okay, I gotta believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, third and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down. The Wizards getting all set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Running it now out of the gun. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 18, right here. 60 back. 60 back.
Looking in the air here. He has the first over the middle. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 27 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Now an inside give to Johnson. There he goes again. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers grow their lead yet again.
Wizards 7.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now. Don't be lying. Go.
They'll come out throwing. Chased out to his right. He's keeping it. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's going to be their ball to begin the 4th, but looking up at that scoreboard, possession may not make much of a difference. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Deputy.
Back to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Back. Cougar 19. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds a seam down the middle. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is good for a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. Short pass caught by his tight end. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Back at the 44-yard line.
Viking 18.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. From the gun on 3rd down. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
These little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Their punter making his way out now. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. In the pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go now.
Plowing up the middle. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Back-to-back carries here. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
On the draw, this is Johnson. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward.
It's 4th down.
Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way, and actually loses yards.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
The give here on 2nd. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
Short pass brought in. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. pickup of 12 on that play. And that will set him up with a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So first down from the 41. Now looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Wizards making the scoreboard look a touch better. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Wizards cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Wizards 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
Second and 6.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, but really create some indecision now defensively.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers moments away from win number 12. They go counter, it's Johnson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stops. But can track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. The Steelers set to punt it. J.K. Scott will kick it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
At their own 24-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Here we go, set.
Motioning the tight end now.
18 Cardinal.
First and 10, looking to throw. Rolling out to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here on first down. He cuts it back right. And he's able to take this one in for the touchdown. The Wizards get it back to within 2 possessions. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Wizards get it back to a 14-point game.
Wizards 21. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Returnable from the 2. This makes it up to the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Give now to the running back. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Well, Brock, the fans, all right, here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. but a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Steelers